Can I have some more water? Oh, it's gonna be about that time of day. I should have some more water. Requires getting up. Oh. Okay. Let's get some water. Pull my pants up. Sorry you gotta see all that. Oh God. Just an old lady. I'm an old lady. Sorry. Go into these. Old lady getting off the couch. We have cucumber lime smart water. You want the money shot. Money shot, money shot, money shot, money shot. Water. Look at this water. This looks really refreshing. This water. So good. Oh my God, this tastes so good. I made some positive life choices today. Look at this water. I feel so bougie. Some choices were made today. Some good, positive changes. Positive life choices made today. 5%. Hang on. We need to go plug in. My phone is about to die. I'm sorry. I'm just being weird. Making funny faces. You want to see the thing I have delusions about? That light. See that light? I get so crazy about that light. Look at this. We're gonna zoom in. Every night they put on that light and it's a different color. Every night it's a different color. Lately it's blue. The blue light always triggers me the most because it's like I think it has like something is about to happen when it's blue, which apparently people, this is just like, oh, is that a reference to Great Gatsby? And I'm like, no, it's not a reference to Great Gatsby. I am not Gatsby. I haven't read Great Gatsby in like 25 years. I don't even get the reference. I was like, no, it's not a Great Gatsby reference. Goodness. I don't have my stand with me. Maybe I can put this. You are supposed to be sturdy. Go like this. Nope, you're not gonna stand up. Hang on a sec. That's better. Oh, good personal news. I got my chest x-rays back. Cause I got some chest x-rays done. You hear that? Because I wheeze. I've been coughing. I have a little bit of wheeze. I don't know what it's from. Allergies, dust, something. And a little bit of a wheeze. So I got a chest x-ray done. I thought, hey, do I have long COVID or something? What's going on with my lungs, you know? My doctor was concerned about it. Put me on some asthma medicine, you know, an inhaler, and said, hey, go get this checked out. And so I got my x-rays done, and they said there wasn't anything weird about my x-rays. So whatever's going on in my lungs, I don't know. Nothing terribly serious, I suppose. Disabled. Yeah. I think it's just dust from my furnace. Honestly, dust in my apartment. Could be cat poop. Inhaling something from my cat. Who knows? Who knows? Life is crazy. Oh, that felt good. Finally popped. Finally popped. Oh, so good. I don't know. Oh, I finally because I put quotes from books and I have these little, oh goodness, I have these little booklets that I put quotes from books in them. I just, copy them down. And I did it for Turtles All the Way Down. I put like maybe like 6 or 7 pages of quotes in these, maybe closer to 10. But I have this commonplace book that when I get done with these little notebooks that serve as like, because they're smaller, I copy them into my big book of quotes, because those are that's like my ultimate reference guide, because I like to have a commonplace book, like of all the books that I've read throughout the year. I was using it for like my grad school classes, and that's like my ultimate reference guide that like I use for writing like grad school papers and stuff like that. Like I use those quotes for like the final references and stuff like that. And like I always refer back to those quotes like over and over again, because they're like they're like quotes that like make up my life, kind of. Does that make sense? They're like meaningful quotes that I kind of always go back to, because it's sort of like work that kind of makes up my psyche. But I've only been doing the commonplace book for the last like maybe like 7 months, but the stuff that I've been reading is like academic literature. So it's like really, really good quotes and things like that. Like I always go back to Dangling Man from Saul Bellow. That's like a book that like the quotes in Dangling Man are just like phenomenal. I loved that book a lot. Um I always go back to like James Baldwin quotes too. Like if I can relate anything to a James Baldwin quote, I will. I love James Baldwin. Also, I tend to refer back to Ta-Nehisi Coates. I like Ta-Nehisi Coates because he has a lot to say about race in America. Um, there was this one that was like the brief, wondrous life of Oscar Wilde. That book was very interesting too, because I think I took like ethnic literature in America or something. It was like ethnicity in literature or whatever. I took a class like that, and so we read a bunch of different stuff, and it was like very like wow. It was a great class. Um, but it highly motivated me to. The thing about it is I was reading double time in that class because I was reading stuff on my own, plus I was reading the stuff in the class. It was great. My problem is that I'm kind of an overachiever when it comes to um finding writing essays, is that I will go above and beyond when it find to find like quotes and to find like references and stuff like that. sometimes my papers get to be too, I always try to stay within the guidelines, because we get these like guidelines for our master's papers, and I always try to stay within the guidelines. Like I try not to go too far, but when I first started grad school, I was like, she wants me to write this as a 500-word journal. I could go on for pages. So that was like a big thing, is that like trying not to go beyond the scope of, like, trying to be as succinct as possible with some of these journal entries that, like, you can talk for a long time, but just trying to keep it succinct. It was really, really hard to keep it succinct when I took a linguistics class about like English linguistics, because like we were talking about like going in depth with like English linguistics, like 500 words on just only 500 words, talking about like in depth about the origin of certain words, and only 500 words. My favorite thing is this is around the time that Northman came out, the movie Northman, which was a pretty great movie. But like I downloaded the script and I was like talking about like all of the linguistic references in Northman, and I was like getting really excited. Like all of the old English, like all of the Viking and Old English word references in Northman. And like talking about how they kind of like fudged it for the movie. That was great.